I like to have them on here for replays, and I know that people watch them. Oh, we've got Carly and Kaya. Kaya is only 5 and she comes to these sessions every time. Unbelievable, Kaya. One of my favourite little yogis who I've never met in real life. Hey Jade, thanks for joining. Okay guys, so today is a energy boost yoga flow. So in regards to energy boosting, we're looking at just creating a little bit of movement in our bodies to get everything moving if we're feeling a little bit tight, and also just moving with the breath to draw more energy into the body. We're not going to be doing like a really hard physical workout because I know sometimes that can give you energy, but sometimes that can deplete you as well. And I think during these more challenging times at the moment, it's really important to move with the breath and do lighter movement sessions rather than kind of drilling yourself into the ground, because emotionally we are getting quite depleted and challenged at the moment. So please join me. Make sure you have a yoga mat because it's just better for your shoulders. If you don't, that's your choice, that's okay, but it is just better when you're doing a downward dog to have a grippy mat. Okay, so we'll get started in child's pose. So just spreading the knees out nice and wide, joining the big toes at the back, and then just walking the hands forward and placing the forehead on the floor. Taking some nice deep breaths here. And just stretching the fingers out on the mat. Walking the fingertips forward slightly to feel a bit more of a stretch in your shoulders and your spine. And then we're just going to walk the hands over to the right, placing the left hand over the right hand, and just dropping the forehead to the ground and feeling the stretch on the left side of the body. And then walking the fingertips over to the left side, placing the right hand over the left hand, and just breathing into this one. And on the next inhale, coming up to all fours. And then we're just going to be circling back into a child's pose and then onto all fours. So just going with whatever your body is asking for here. Nothing too strenuous. Just getting the spine moving, the hips moving. And then going the other way. And we'll just do a couple of cat and cows to warm up the spine. So arching the back, looking up, inhaling, and then exhaling and tucking the chin in. And moving with the breath, letting the breath guide the movement. And on the next inhale, spreading the hands, fingers out wide, and then coming into downward dog. And just pedaling the feet in downward dog, keeping the knees bent, slightly bent to start off with if you're not warmed up. So feet around hip distance apart, hands shoulder distance apart. I'm just walking up to the front of the mat, so walking up to the hands. And then slowly walking the hands up the thighs. Breathing in, reaching the hands to the top. And then bringing the hands down in prayer in front of the heart. So just taking a couple of breaths here, feeling nice and grounded. Focusing on your feet on the floor, the ground supporting you where you are at the moment. And just checking in to see where your energy is at the moment. Do you feel tired, fatigued, or do you have a lot of energy today? Maybe too much? Is your heart racing? Or are you just feeling nice and grounded and ready to flow? Just checking in here. Okay, we're going to do a couple of sun salutations. So breathing in, reaching the hands up, opening the chest, joining the hands at the top, then slowly going into a forward fold, keeping the knees slightly bent. Exhaling here, inhale up to halfway. Exhale, hands on the ground, feet back into plank, or you can drop to the knees, and then lowering chaturanga. Inhale, just cobra here, so a little back bend. Exhale down, and then inhaling back to downward dog. And walking again, walking up to the front, walking up the thighs. Inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale up to halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, you can go into upward dog if you feel comfortable, so a little bit more of a back bend. And inhale back to downward dog, walking up to the front of the mat again, so just creating a little bit of heat, a little bit of energy, reaching up, inhale, and exhale into the fold, letting the head hang. Inhale halfway, exhale, hands on the ground, back into plank, lowering chaturanga. Inhale a nice deep breath here, open up the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Oh, sorry, inhale. Oh, I don't even know. I forgot. Okay, let's do one more. So walking the feet up to the front of the mat, walking the hands up the thighs. Inhale. Welcoming your new energy. Exhale, letting the head hang down. Inhale up to halfway. Exhale down. Exhale into chaturanga. Inhale here. Oh, and is it exhale back to downward dog. Taking a couple of breaths here in downward dog. You can pedal the feet, or you can stay nice and still. On the next inhale, lifting the right leg up to the back. Exhale here. Inhale, right foot in between the hands. So we're coming into a lunge. And then we're just going to rock back and forward. Just a gentle rock back and forth. You can lower the knee to the ground here if it's too difficult to keep that back leg straight. And you should feel this in that left hip flexor. I'm just going to do a couple of twists here. So keep the left hand on the ground. You've got the right foot down. And then we're going to twist, bringing the right arm up to the sky. Hand up to the sky. And then we're going to inhale, drawing the right arm underneath the leg, the right leg. And exhale opens this up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm just going to do one more twist. And then placing both hands on the ground, bringing the right foot back into chaturanga. And exhaling down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. Lifting the left leg up on the inhale, exhaling here. Inhale the left foot in between the hands, and then once again just rocking forward. So using the options here, if you have to pop that right knee down, that's okay. And just rocking, slight rock back and forth. So leaving the right hand on the ground, and we're bringing the left arm up on the exhale, twisting, and inhale brings the left arm underneath the left thigh, and exhale, twist. Inhale, coming back in, and exhale, opening up. Moving with the breath, just doing one more here. Excellent, so popping the left hand on the ground, coming back to plank, lowering into chaturanga and staying on your tummy here. This time we're going to pop both hands behind us so that the palms face the sky, and then we're looking forehead on the floor, and then on the next inhale, just drawing the feet upwards and the hands upwards. So we're arching the spine, just keeping the head in line with the spine, so we're not looking up like this, we're still looking at the ground. Taking a couple of breaths here. And just coming down, bringing the hands in front of the head, twisting the head to the side and taking a couple of nice breaths here. Feeling yourself supported by the floor. And we'll do one more. So forehead on the floor, hands behind you, and lifting up on the inhale, keeping the eyes looking at the floor. Taking a couple of breaths here. So back bends are really good for opening up the chest and the shoulders and welcoming in some new energy. And then bringing the hands in front of the forehead again and placing your head the other way. Okay, and just coming back up to all fours. We're going to finish off with one stretch. So we're almost there, hoping you're feeling a little bit more energy. Just going to do a forward fold, seated forward fold. So just move your butt cheeks out to the side. Makes it a little bit easier to come forward. If you need a pillow under your butt to make it easier, then feel free to do that. And then we're just walking the hands forward. They can rest on your knees, on your shins, on your feet. I'm keeping my knees slightly bent because my hamstrings are feeling quite tight this morning. So you never want to push yourself too hard. As I've mentioned before with yoga, you really let the breath guide you. And if you're in a position where you're finding it really difficult to breathe, then your body is sending you a message to back off the pose. So making sure you listen to these messages. And just sink into the pose, take a couple more breaths here. And walking the hands up to a seat, rolling onto your back, bringing the knees into your chest, and just rolling from side to side. We're going to finish off with a nice sweet Shavasana. So spreading the feet out, letting the arms fall out. You can bring your shoulders in together a little bit so your chest is up a little bit higher. Palms up towards the sky and just resting here, sinking in. Just bringing your attention to your heart center. So just focusing in the center of the heart here. While you're closing your eyes and feeling your body supported by the floor, focusing in on the heart, and just let your mouth move into a little smile there. Really feeling into that feeling that you get when you smile. Just becoming really conscious of this feeling and knowing that you've created this. You've taken the time to create this feeling for yourself, this feeling of more calmness, groundedness, joy, and that you can come back to this feeling at any point during the day. When you're ready, rolling over onto your side, whichever side that is. Taking a breath here, and then slowly coming up to a seat. Thank you again, guys, for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you feel a little bit of real energy out of that. And you can go on to the rest of your day feeling a little bit calmer and energetic. And next week I'll be on Monday, Tuesday, Friday. No, potentially Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll release the schedule on Sunday. Always give me a heads up, leave a comment and let me know how that was for you. Look forward to catching up again. Namaste.